And now it's time for I Hear You, the show where Jack Worthing, that's me, answers your letters and questions about our life in beautiful Wellington Wells. This one is from Richard Starkey of Biddleston Road. Dear Uncle Jack, is it true there are blind albino mole people living beneath our fair city? That's what my friends say. I thought I saw one too, but I wasn't sure, as we'd all had a bit too much to drink, and my memory, of course, is a bit fuzzy. Dear Richard, of course there aren't mole people. This isn't London. There are no ancient catacombs or old bomb shelters underneath our streets, and of course the Wellington Under is completely blocked up. And human beings have not suddenly grown claws to make their own tunnels through the dirt, thank goodness. What an imagination your friend has. Now, of course, there are the poor benighted wastrels in the Garden District, which is reason enough not to go there if you need a reason. Not to mention the unexploded bombs, the rusty scraps of metal and holes that you can fall into. And I don't need to tell you about how dangerous it is outside the walls. I wouldn't even think about going there. But you can be perfectly sure that absolutely no one is moving around underneath the pavement. Well, I'm glad that's settled. This one is from John Lydon of Benwell Road. Dear Jack. Well, I guess he isn't the sort of fellow to cry uncle, Mr. Lydon? Dear Jack, there's a stranger in my house who looks just like my wife. And she says she's my wife too. What has been done with my real wife, and who did this to me? Your help is much appreciated in this matter. Well, it looks like Mr. Lydon has been experiencing one of the odd side effects of joy. Now, it does happen from time to time. It's called capgras delusion, and it's not unheard of. Mr. Lydon, if you're listening, go see a doctor. They may be able to adjust your dose or give you an analogue. And if anyone who's listening that actually knows Mr. Lydon, who lives on Benwell Road, do inform a nearby doctor that Mr. Lydon might need a visit. I'm sure everything will come out roses. And remember, by the way, don't hesitate to go see a doctor if you need any medical attention. They'll fix up that cut right away. And they always check your joy level and make sure that it's where it should be. Good. This one is from Edwin Powell of Hoylake. Dear Mr. Worthing. Oh, Edwin. Let's be friends, shall we? Actually, I'm just going to edit this one a bit. Dear Uncle Jack, I was cleaning out my garage and I came up with a big pile of newspapers from the war. Yes, well, I'm not going to read the rest of this letter because I know exactly what you should do. What do you do with a bunch of old newspaper? Well, it's the perfect thing to use to light a fire in your fireplace. The older and drier the paper, the better. Now, I wouldn't recommend using it to wrap fish. First of all, because, well, I haven't seen a fish in years. And second, because you're not a fish shop. And third of all, the paper does get a bit crumbly and you don't want that on your food. So just burn it all up on a cold night and you'll be glad you did. Yes, what a strange bunch of letters we have today. I'm wondering if we ought to quit while we're ahead. No. All right, we'll give it one more go, shall we? Ah, it smells like roses. Dear Uncle Jack. Yes, I forgot to mention who it's from. This is a... Take another whiff. Yes, definitely rose. I wasn't mistaken. It's from Susan Jane Ballion of Chislehurst Vicarage. And she writes, Dear Uncle Jack, I keep getting lost in my own neighbourhood. I've lived there all my life, but lately it seems like they're moving the buildings around on me. It's most disconcerting. I'm not old or anything, and I haven't been hit on the head, at least not that I remember. They're not actually moving the buildings, are they? That's what she asked. Dear Susie, may I call you Susie? I think it suits you. Dear Susie, I'm glad to say that you clearly are taking your joy. Joy is what helps us forget the past and move into the radiant future. And getting lost is just a mild side effect. Fortunately, there's an easy solution. Carry a map. Actually, in fact, carry one in each pocket. That way you don't have to remember which pocket your map is in. You know, I'm so delighted I can so easily help a listener. And here we are. Yes, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in again tomorrow for more advice and news from our listeners and watchers. This is Jack Worthing saying cheerio, and on with your day. See you soon.
Point me the right way, Goldman. Alright. Oh, the hotel bar? Wait, we went out this door last time and it led outside, didn't it? I'm so confused. Maybe I just have no sense of direction. Missing lookalikes. Have you seen them? Description: shaggy dude, svelte mustache, striped pants, guitar. They look just like Nick, but are not Nick. If found, please alert the constable. So dressing up as Nick's probably just a bad idea anyway. Alright. It's not like we need these statues, but I kind of like doing it.
I'm in danger!
Sign up now. Nick lookalike contest. Fun and prizes. Look like Nick. I mean, we could look like a bellboy, or we could look like Nick. I kind of think we should look like Nick. Oh, we don't have our bellboy outfit anymore? What the hell do we do with it? Hello, everyone. I am, Nick Lightbearer. Lookalike. Nothing to see here. Can't go in there. It's a sign. Oh, the missing lookalikes. Can I just walk behind the bar without you getting mad at me? Let's hope so, because, I'm doing it. Various bottles at your fine establishment, sir. Can you imagine somebody just walking behind a bar? Sue Oldfield. Thomas Tamling Goggin. Are you playing pool, sir, or merely, looking at the dynamics of this lovely table? Pondering it, maybe. Alright. Ah, listen to those fine tunes. Doesn't look like we can talk to any of them, unfortunately. I will take that toasted chicory. Ooh, a note. Minutes of the General Assembly of the Nick Lightbearer Fan Club. 1. Reading of minutes of previous meeting. Unfortunately, this took a rather long time due to there having been trampled at the conclusion of last year's assembly when a passing Nick impersonator was mistaken for the genuine article. Oh wow, I got trampled for dressing like Nick. 2. Resolution voted, passed, to acknowledge September 3rd, date of Nick's most recent divorce, as Nick Lightbearer's Emancipation Day. Okay, so this is basically like a thing for their club of all, like, the lovers of Nick. 3. Members pledge to purchase at least 10 copies of Nick's newest record, regardless of their preferences regarding this phase of his career. Wow, that's some dedication. I mean, do you deserve it, Nick? Probably not, but it sounds like what they did with that movie, Alita. You know, the news slandered it like they did the Joker, and a lot of people, including myself, saw the trailers for it, and Alita's giant anime-looking eyes turned a lot of people off because, as most people know, when they make an adaptation, like a live-action adaptation of something that's, you know, animated, if Avatar was any hint at how bad that goes, a lot of people were probably thinking, oh, it's going to be a bad movie, and a lot of the critics just trampled it, but I gotta say, it's probably one of the best movies I've seen in a while. The graphics are on par with Avatar, not to be mistaken with this one, but this one with the blue-skinned people in it, the like alien race with the tails. The graphics are on par with Avatar, that movie, but unlike that movie, this one actually has a good story that goes along with it. They parred the great CGI, and people were so much fans of what they had seen that a lot of people went back and watched it up to 50 or 60 times and proved it by saving their ticket stubs, because that's how badly they wanted to have another like sequel to the show, because it's based on an anime that's 50 years old, and the guy who actually wrote it helped self-direct the movie, or at least was a stand-in to make sure that it went in the right direction, and it turned out really, really good. Like, I really, really hope they make more, because the story, from what I've seen, even though it's a really long movie, it's only like the tip of the iceberg. Anyway, onward. 4. Meeting concluded when, as in past years, a Nick impersonator was spotted outside the conference room, and a stampede ensued. Impersonator proved to be merely a passing gentleman with a mustache. Well, that's quite unfortunate. Apparently a mustache these days will get you burnt. Quite a fancy bar. I rather like it. I really would love to find an establishment as, I don't know, as reserved as this one to come and see.
The song in my dream.
Memento Mori. For any of you Markiplier fans out there. That's awesome. I'll put the description of what Memento Mori says on the screen, because I've rambled the one too many. Alright, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, though. That's the only thing. Is there anything on any of these tables? Can we actually get on the stage and talk to you, maybe? We cannot. Can I make you do my bidding? Oops. Wrong one. Oop, apparently not, but we can go back here. What's behind the hidden door? Oh, it's blocked. I surely thought we would go that way. Oh. Mori Memento. Memento Mori.
Norbert Pickles. Come to see your old bandmate Maury? Wondering how I fared since you tossed me from the band? No, I'm merely in proximity to the bar. You look like hell, by the way. I suppose they tart you up a bit for the pictures, do they?
That song you were playing just now. I just need to hear the rest of that song.
This? Just a new bit I'm trying to work up. Mostly to irritate her. You'd think that a dancer would be musical, but Dottie only likes bubblegum pop. Did I mention she's a fan of yours, Nick?
No, not that. What you were playing before. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That.
Why? To get your jollies mocking me?
No, I just think it was very, catchy.
Do you think Virgil might like it?
He'd, be all over it. Yeah, he'd be in pieces. He'd bloody love it to death. I'd be glad to put in a good word when I see him.
Oh, but I can't play it for you today.
Why the fuck not? Sorry.
Trollop stole my piano tuner. Said it sounds better that way. I can't be out of tune for my big break. Not when so much is riding on my perfection.
For fuck's sake. Look, what if I just steal it back for you?
You do that? You must be eager to hear me play. Dottie is staying in the Shangri-La suite. You've never had much trouble getting into birds' hotel rooms, have you? Mori Memento, headliner.
While she's dancing, I'll just sneak into her room. Lucky I still have that bellboy key.
That's interesting, because his name backwards has quite significance, doesn't it? Alright, yeah, I can't open that door. Alright. Out we go into the wild blue yonder. So we have to steal back his tuner to probably jog his memory about the song, although what are we gonna see when we do? Take the lift to the dancer's floor. I'm assuming that means the elevator.
Must keep a clear head. No drugs today. No reds, and especially no yellows. Oh, party favours.
Nick!
Maybe I'll quit some other less stressful day.
Now!
I'm still myself on drugs, right? Just a bit more fabulous.
Oh boy.
I'd never do anything actually heinous. Would I?
From the secret shadows of dawn, there's a darkness to disguise. The simple thought I recognize